The final push to convince Judge Philip Lobscher on whether the South African Criminal Court has jurisdiction to try accused number 17 on the offences linked to the multi-million rand asbestos roof removal case. The state has accused the defence of throwing the battle lines by making serious allegations but failed to bring evidence to the table. It argued that Cholota's allegations cannot be proven because she failed to take the stand.
The different reasons why she couldn't afford to testify. To put it very bluntly, in simple English, it would have been a mess. There is very little, with respect, that accused would have been able to explain under cross-examination.
The defense refuted this claim, arguing that the state bears the onus to prove the legality of the extradition, which the state failed to discharge. The defense contended that the state provided the two witnesses who were not directly involved in the extradition process.
Before this court, when it was imminent and pivotal for them to do so, they did not place a single person who could speak to this in this box. Instead, they put individuals from other departments who had nothing to do with extraditions. And so the point still stands. The state did not put any evidence, or rather relevant evidence, before this court in relation to the legality or lawfulness of Ms. Cholota's extradition.
Advocate Makapela argued that the state failed on 6 attempts to convince the U.S. authority that there was probable cause to extradite and resorted to intentionally providing misleading information to the U.S. authority.
And we will show now that how they persisted after January 2023 with the procurement of information that was not correct from both an independent company, forensic auditing company, as well as in their own affidavits that they later submitted to the U.S. courts, that information itself were misrepresentations. So not only did they not have the power in terms of the law to make the request, in making the request, they provided information that was false and incorrect, and they knowingly did so.
The state has argued that it has followed all the diplomatic processes and that there were no accidental misrepresentations and that everything regarding the allegations presented was based on facts.
The United States Department of Justice is not a pushover. It is not a question of they just accept anything that is sent to them. That is abundantly clear from all the correspondence. They have to be convinced, and only after they were convinced were they satisfied that they could extradite on the corruption charges and before fraud charges. So it's not a question of the state just asking and the state getting.
The presiding judge will deliver judgment on a trial within a trial on Tuesday. Makhala Masiding, SABC News, Bloemfontein.